welcome to the On 5 Library Yay page. My name is Niamh and today we are going to be getting a little bit crafty. This month is April, so we thought we would go with a lovely spring theme and make some lovely spring pictures for you, just like this one here. So in order to make this lovely picture with our bunnies, chicks and eggs, we are going to need some things. So I have some coloured card. I have a pink bit and a blue bit, but it doesn't matter what colour they are as long as they're not white. It also doesn't need to be card, paper will do just fine. So we have these. We also need a toilet roll. We need a potato. We need some pens of lots of different colours. We also need some paint. I have white and yellow, but again, any colour would do for your bunny rabbits and your chicks and eggs. And then I have a paintbrush just in case and something to put our paint in. So I've got a little paint palette, but a plate would do, or a bit of kitchen roll would be fine as well. And then I also have a chopping board and a knife. This is for an adult to cut your potato in half. So we're going to do that first. I'm just going to adjust the camera angle so that you guys will be able to see a little bit better. So, hello! I have my potato here. And we're trying to make a little chick body with one half and an egg with the other. So I am going to just drop it right down the middle here and just dry it off a little bit on my chopping board. So we have our potato. So the knife and the chopping board can go in the sink to get washed. That's them done. So we have our two stamps. Our toilet roll is going to be the stamp for the bunny. So we can pop the pens away just now. And I'm going to grab this pink sheet and I'm going to set up my paint. So, got my little, my palette here, but again, you can use anything that you would usually use, little cups or something. And we're just going to pop a little bit of yellow paint in one and a little bit of white paint in the other. There we go. So we have our paint, we have our stamps. We are going to I'm going to grab a green pen just to do some grass at the bottom of my picture. So I've got my paper in landscape. This will just give you a little bit more room. I've got my little bit of grass there. And we're going to just colour that in a little bit more. And you can do this however you want. You can use different shades of green just to layer it a little bit. But it's just to give our picture a little frame at the bottom. So we've got an idea of where we can pop our stamps. Now that we've got our grass, we're going to start and do our bunny heads. So we have to keep our toilet roll looking like this at the moment for our bunny heads. We're going to do something a little bit different to do their ears. So I think I'm going to have 3 bunnies in this picture. So I'm going to bring my paint in just so you can see it. Knock it out in there a little. And we're just going to pop our toilet roll into the paint and get it covered at the bottom like that. So there's paint all around the rim. And then we're just going to stamp it onto our page. So I'm going to have one there. I'll maybe put a little bit more paint on second bunny. And then our third one. Oh. There we are. So that is our bunny heads. So now to make the ears, we are going to squish our toilet roll at the top. So we're just squishing on one side, so it's still quite full at the bottom, but you've got a little bunny ear shape at the top. And then we're going to give our bunnies some ears. So we're just going to stamp on one side of their heads. Maybe squish it a little bit more. And the other side, might need some more paint. So just pop some more on when you feel you need to. And we're going to stamp one side of their head and the other side. And then the last bunny, some ears there. So we have our 3 bunnies using our toilet rolls. So you could do a page full of bunnies. You could do, because I've got this other sheet here that I could use later. And all you have to do to change it back is just sort of unbend that bit there and it goes back to being a little body. I'll show you on our other picture. So that's us back to being round. Pop some paint on. Here we go. One bunny. And then we can just squish it again and make our ears. Here we go. So we have our bunnies. I'm going to pop this one to the side. So we've done that. So we can pop our toilet roll to the side. And now we're going to have a wee look at our potato. So this is our potato half. And I am going to pop this into my yellow paint to make a little check. So we'll just bring the paint back in so you can see it. So I'm just making it nice and easy all over the little pot that I've got here. So we can get it all over the potato. We might have to do it on one side and the other. So if your potato doesn't fit into wherever you've got my fingers, we can just grab a paintbrush and we can just paint it on. So nice thick even layer of paint onto our potato, and we're gonna stamp. Ooh, he was a bit messy, and it's totally okay if yours goes a bit messy like mine did there. So I'm just gonna put some more paint on the potato because we are gonna, once this is dry, come back and outline it to make your little chickadees. So I'm gonna pop another one here. I'm gonna push and I'm gonna pull up. Oh, here we are. You might need some more paint if it's not wanting to stamp right. So do that again and press down at the top, press down at the bottom. There we go. That one's a bit better. So we have our chick. We have this chick as well. I'm going to try and sort of fix a little bit, make it a bit more rounded shape. There we go. Perfect. So we've got our 2 chicks on here on our pink page. And I'm just going to pop this one to the side and bring our blue one back in. So we'll do another wee chick and I've just got this little bit of tissue of kitchen roll to just wipe my hands off. Now with this other edge of our other side of our potato, because we've got 2 sides, we are going to pop some white paint on, and these are going to be our Easter eggs. These are the things that are going to be probably most time consuming to decorate once it's dry, but they will look amazing. So I've still got a little bit of yellow paint on my brush, but that's fine because they'll just come out with sort of pale yellow colour for my first egg. Pop that down there. So we're going to take this one and we're going to stamp it, and this is going to be our eggs. So there's one. Press down. Oh, there we go. One egg. And then we'll pop a teeny bit more paint on and we'll have some more Easter eggs. So once these have dried, we are going to come back and we're going to do some detailing. So we are going to let them dry and we will be back in just a moment. Now that my paintings are dry, we are going to take another little look at it and do the next little step. This is my pink one. As you can see, we've got our 3 bunnies and our 2 little chicks. So now we are going to grab a black pen. And with our black pen, we are going to make some eyes for all our rabbits. a cute little nose, some whiskers, and a big smiley face. So you'll see we've got eyes, we've got our little nose and our mouth and our whiskers. And you can do this however you fancy in whatever colour you like. Give them a little bow tie. Make them look very dapper. You can put some flowers in their ears. It's totally up to you and it is totally customizable. So here are my little bunnies. Now we're going to do the chicks, and I would definitely say for this bit just to use black to start with. So you can do this one of two ways. If you've managed to, so this one here I'd say is a pretty good chick shape. This one not so much. So for this one I'm going to try and outline it a little bit. Use our black pen and just give him a bit of an outline. And the little bits that have gone over, we can turn them into little wings. Little fluttery, fluffy wings. And then we're going to give them some eyes. For our eyes there. And I think we definitely need a little orange beak. So we've got our little orange beak there and a little red smile. So we can do that one and we can outline it, or we don't have to outline it, as we'll do with this one. Just give him a couple of eyes, the downwards beak this time. We'll do, and then we can go in. I don't have a yellow pen, but I do have this sort of pale orangey one, and we can just draw in some little details. There we go. And just maybe outline it in the orange a little bit. So we've got our two little chicks there. They're not the best in the world, but I quite like them. And then to finish this picture off, I think we'll draw some clouds in the sky. So there is our first wee picture. So we've got our bunnies and our chicks. And you can do them however you like. You don't have to do what I've done. You're probably much more creative than I am. So there is our first picture. Their bunnies and our chick. So I'm just going to put that one to the side, and then I'm going to pick up this one. I'm not going to bother doing the chick or the bunny on this one because we know how to do it. We're going to look at these eggs. So again, totally up to you if you want to outline it. I'm going to outline this top one here in red. So we're going to just do a quick outline. You don't have to outline if you want. I think that this side of the potato worked a bit better on making a nice round shape. And then we're going to decorate our Easter egg. So I'm going to grab a different pen here, and we're just going to draw some lines going across. And in each one of these little lines, you can do whatever kind of decoration you like, and you can totally mix it up. So I'm going to grab this green pen, and on this middle line, I'm going to do some little diagonal lines. And then let's grab the purple, and we'll do some spots on the one below it. Grab the red, and we'll do some love hearts. You could even draw some chicks. So on this top one, let's draw a couple of sort of rounded bodies. They look a bit more like potatoes, if I'm being honest with myself. But as I say, it's totally up to you. You can do whatever you like, however you fancy it. Totally and utterly customizable to what you would like it to look like. So we'll do some squiggly lines in the bottom one here, and some zigzags up here. And there we go. One Easter egg And you can do as many of these as you want. You can leave them plain. You can colour the whole thing in if you want over the paint. That'll work as well. So these are totally up to you. So there we are, some beautiful Easter stamp pictures made using toilet roll and a potato. And you can do whatever you want. You can come up with different animals to make with your little potato prints and your toilet roll. It is completely up to you. Feel free to be as creative as possible. If you like this craft or just being crafty in general, why not come along to one of our Springtastic stories and craft events on this Easter holidays across Fife in our libraries. We will be doing lots of different spring and Easter type crafts. There will be stories to hear, and everything can be booked by clicking on the link below in our bio. That'll take you to our Springtastic spring page, which has all the events that we are running this Easter holidays. Thanks. Bye.